No. I'm in Ho Chi Minh City.
You're in Ho Chi Minh City. So
Yeah.
have you been hearing Vietnamese news reports at all about other parts of the country that
Yeah, I know it.
what are they saying? What's being said about the storm?
It's really the most powerful typhoon that have been in Vietnam for 10 years. And it is predicted that the typhoon will hit Vietnam, the central of Vietnam, uh, in late Sunday and early morning Monday.
And are people preparing
But
or what's
yeah, people be preparing for that. But still, I feel sad for the people that living in the central of Vietnam.
But now in Colombia, oh, we are so happy because the Colombian team is gonna be in a World Cup again. Okay, so we are so happy, everybody here. Miss Joy, it's a big news here.
everyone's
Well,
excited about the World
yeah,
Cup and Colombia? Wow.
yeah, yeah. Everyone is excited about that. Yeah.
So what's going on? How are people celebrating?
Well, now we have especially been in Cartagena. It's a city near to my city.
Mm.
Which we are going to let the Miss Universe to represent in a Miss Universe competition.
Uh-huh.
Okay, we are in carnivals.
What stories in the news are you following? What's the biggest story in Ethiopia right now?
The biggest story?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we have a new president.
Mm-hmm.
They have elected him as a new president a couple of weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Well, tell us about it. Tell one for people who aren't familiar with the story. Why don't you tell us a little bit about the new president?
Yeah, that's the problem. I don't know anything about him because he's a new president and he has many things to prove to the people. So I don't know.
What's his name? Why don't you?
I think his name is Tedros something.
Uh-huh.
I'm not sure
Okay.
because presidents are not that powerful here. It is the prime minister that is
Okay.
more influential in our country. It's more of parliamentary democracy, not like presidentials in the US. So
I want to talk about my country, about Afghanistan, and especially nowadays we have a security problem in Afghanistan, and also 2014 is each one want to say that 2014 is a bad year. It will be a bad year for Afghanistan because United States troops will leave Afghanistan. Because of that, each one thinking about 2014 and also security problem in Afghanistan.
Well,
Uh,
so 2014 is also when you elect a new president in Afghanistan. So
yeah,
are you
yeah.
hopeful? Are you hopeful about that? What do you think?
Yes, we're hopeful, but each one thinking that the election process are not. No one want to judge.
First of all, I start with the news of Afghanistan. We will have a presidential election in 4 or 3 months. And all Afghans wants to vote to a good person that to establish good ties with the neighbor countries, with the Europe and America. That is, we are very enthusiasm to vote for a good person to establish good ties with the neighbor countries and all of the people of the world. And the second part, that Iran news nuclear program. I especially don't want to Iran make a nuclear, because if they make nuclear, then it would be problem to the world.
What I would like to see here is justice here, to be like to have a regime that we all walk on in. Like for example, like in USA, we have a system. Maybe people come and goes, and the system still exists. Here we don't have this here in Egypt. So I'd like to see here in a system, and this system doesn't change.
I'm following the news in Egypt and around the world. I watch CNN and BBC all the time and VOA News on the satellite. the latest news may be just about the spying on the European countries' leaders,
What
Merkel and yes,
what
and so on.
what did you think of that? What's your opinion of that?
Oh, I know the NSA is concerned about the security of its people, but I think it's somehow immoral. You know,
Immoral, you say, to be spying on or to be listening in on
on your
eavesdrop
friends,
on your friends.
on your friends and allies.